We have already finished with the respiration or breathing in human beings. Let us learn about breathing in cockroach. Now many insects like cockroaches have small openings called spiracles present on the side of the bodies. Now at the side of cockroaches there are small holes, and those small holes or the openings are called as spiracles. Also they have an air tube-like structure called the trachea that allows the exchange of gases in these insects. So it has got a tube-like structures. You can see here. These are all pipelines like network, and this helps in taking in the oxygen rich air into the body. Now through the spiracles the air goes inside into the trachea, and there the exchange of gases takes place. That means the oxygen is taken inside and carbon dioxide is given out. The air enters the body through the spiracles and diffuses in the cells through the trachea. So that means the air rich in oxygen enters into the body through the spiracles of the cockroaches, and then it reaches into the cells. Then from the cells, carbon dioxide rich air comes out through the trachea, enters the trachea, and then it moves out of the body through the spiracles. So the way how we have nostrils, through the nostrils the air goes inside and comes out. The same way cockroaches have spiracles. Now these are present at the sides of the spiracles. Through these spiracles the exchange of gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, takes place. Breathing in earthworm. Now earthworms have a soft, slimy and moist skin. Now hence the gases can easily pass in and out of the earthworm through its skin. So through the skin the gases comes out and goes inside. Similarly, frogs also have a slippery and moist skin that can help in breathing. However, frogs contain lungs too. So when on land, frogs exchange the gases through the nose, whereas when they are in the water, through the skin they can exchange of gases takes place. So they can breathe through the lungs also and through the skin. Now breathing underwater. Animals that live underwater have special respiratory organs called gills. Now they have a comb-like structure present on the skin of these animals. Now you can see here comb-like, these lines like here. Okay, you will see the gills. You must have observed in the fishes which we bring from the market. Now, gills allow the exchange of gases between animals and the water easily. So, these gills help in exchange of gases. Water flush inside, and then the oxygen rich water enters inside. That oxygen is taken by the fishes through these gills. Then the carbon dioxide rich water goes out through these gills. Now some animals called amphibians. Amphibians are animals which live in water as well as on land. They can breathe on land by lungs and through moist skin under water. For example, frogs and respiration in plants. Plants respire through tiny pores present on their leaf surface called the stomata. This we have learned in the first chapter, that plants also respire and they have small stomata, that is under the leaf they have small pores, holes through which the exchange of gases takes place. Now oxygen enters the plant while carbon dioxide leaves the plant through these pores, that is through stomata. Carbon dioxide goes out and oxygen enters inside for respiration. Now roots of plants respire through air spaces present in the soil. So we should not put too much water. If you put too much water, what will happen is in the soil or in the potted plant, what happens is the water remains and then the roots cannot breathe. So we should not overwater the plant, especially when we put the plant in the pots. Now we know that the roots get oxygen from the soil, and we also understand that the air in the soil is present between the soil particles. So there is air present between the soil particles. So along with the air, soil also contains some water or the moisture. So if we overwater the plant, the space between the soil particles get clogged, means it gets blocked. If it gets blocked, what will happen is the roots won't be able to get enough air. And so what will happen is the plant will die.